Hey, welcome to Turn 2 MLB Dynasty Fantasy Baseball League. To start right off the bat, in the one spot leading off, I'd like to first bring up the topic of you, the individual. With your time and interest and thought and activeness into Turn 2, it's people like you, as well as the combined efforts of others, that really make this league successful and operate. As league commissioner, I personally thank you for your time, efforts, and willingness to cooperate and run this league. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to run this league, let alone fantasy baseball and other sports in general. With that being said, thank you, and let's get this introduction video right down to business. To start, Turn 2 MLB Dynasty League is simple. It's a 30-team league, just like franchise mode on MLB 2K12, Madden, NCAA, NBA 2K12, and vice versa. You basically are a GM, and you mimic everyday operations of a GM for an MLB organization and franchise. So, with that being said, you have complete reign of what you want to do with your organization, from controls up to your prospects, all the way up to your veteran pitching staff. It's up to you on how you want to run your team, whether you want to rebuild and build for years down the line, or if you want to be marginal, compete, and try to get a core going, or you could just go out and try to be like Brian Cashman and sign everybody and run for a title every year. Again, completely up to your discretion, as long as you're within, obviously, the league guidelines. But from right then and there, it's all about you. You have the full option. Secondly, as mentioned before, minor leagues are involved in this league. You have minor league players and prospects, as well as amateurs, in our yearly annual draft. And again, it's everything included. From minors to veterans to prospects to amateurs. I don't mean to be repetitive here, but that's really what it is. And basically what we do is we run this team on 2 ESPN leagues, and we compete all year just as it would be in fantasy baseball. The more specifics you can find in the league constitution here on the website, and a little bit more in detail and depth, and the complexity of league is really read up on there. If you're joining this league and have thoughts, well, why is it a message board? How can you run a baseball league on a dynasty board? Well, here's the answer. It's very simple. 95% of this league is on the message board. And then what I mean by that, all your databasing, all your logging of transactions, and your history of actions are all kept on the database. The only time we use ESPN is just for the scoring aspect of it. Because simply to do it by hand would be stupid. So that's what it is. You're gonna set your lineups on the message board. You're gonna keep a history of your salary caps, your contracts, your draft picks, your prospects, your trading, your waivers, your free agency, and everything else that's included is all kept on the database, which is the league message board. We use a Zeta boards. It's a little bit more technologically advanced than Pro boards. I know that a lot of people are used to Pro boards as a more viable option, but to be honest, it's a much more an efficient form, Zeta boards. So that's what we're going to do here. Other than that, there's a lot of other things involved with the league than just setting lineups and scoring. We like to mimic everyday life, even from organizational moves all the way up to the media. This is, it's the real fantasy of baseball. So what I have built in with the league is multiple media aspects, such as press releases, power rankings, little talk shows similar to this, league magazine, and other types of various things that can roll around with the media aspects. Try to give everything in the Major League Baseball and society come full circle together in this league. And to shorten this introduction up, it's basically it's a fun league. It's not for your average Joe. it does take a lot of time and hard work to do. And this is a hobby. We understand that everybody has lives to take care of, jobs to tend, families to be with, and we understand that it doesn't. We don't want to make it your job, but at the same time, we just want to make it more than just logging on and saying hello and then logging off. We want this to be as active as possible. And with that, the activity it's strict, but at the same time, it's necessary, because without your attendance, how are you able to run a baseball team, especially in this caliber? Just how it won't work. So we understand that shit happens and stuff needs to get done, but at the same time, if you join this league, you got to make a commitment. No questions asked. Also, this league is fully free. 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 There are no payments. There are no league fees. There's no backdoor fees for ESPN and all that other bullshit. It's straight free, because I personally don't believe in charging people over the internet and over the world who I don't know money to be in some league over the internet. That ain't right. So we'll do it for free. Obviously, if we had money and other incentives based in, it might bring a little bit more seriousness to the league. But I think with the right mix of people, and I've seen it before, we can run this league very well. To end it, everything is done on the message board. You can find all the rules in our league constitution, which I highly require each member, prospective and admitted, to read. This league is a full democracy type. Every owner has a say, but league rules are subject to change in the event that a change is necessary upon the league benefit. No one's higher than the league, nothing like that. So, but majority of the time, everything's done by majority votes, and everybody has a say. So, that being said, I'd like to thank you for your time viewing this video, viewing our league, viewing everything there is with Turn 2 MLB Dynasty League. And simple, from here on out, go to the enlistment rendezvous after you register. Remember, you have to register first to this league. Simple, sign up, activate the confirmation email, and then go to the enlistment rendezvous and copy and paste the application. The application is very, very long, but at the same time, I want everything to be thorough. I want people that are actually serious to take their time and view an application. The more thorough and knowledgeable your application is, the greater chances of you getting in. Application process is no questions asked, simple as that. If you don't follow the rules on the application or don't answer the questions thoroughly, then what gives me the reason to think that you're going to do that with your team? I know it's a pain in the ass. I get that. It sucks. But at the same time, I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting the league. So if you can't fill out that little application, there's no reason for you to be in this league. So again, it's not to deter away anybody, but at the same time, if you want to be in something very good and very well organized, then you got to take the time to do what you have to do. So with that, register today. Fill out your application. Be approved by myself or a league officer. We'll go through a quick little interview process, which is contingent upon your approval of your application, just to get a little feel for you and how you are with your application and your thoughts, and pick your brain a little bit on baseball terminology and so on and so forth. And then from there, it's full reins over, and let's get this league kicked off for 2012. Thank you very much for viewing this damn long video, reading all them fucking long rules, and rewriting the fucking Magna Carta of an application. But again, it's all in seriousness. It's all in protecting this league and keeping a great and high integrity. And it all comes from you guys. With that, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have fun. Let's get this baby rolling.